Well, today's property comes with its very own jetty. Oh, and a national award as well. 17 Lakeview Gardens in Jerrabomberra is the address. It's a really unique property. We have both Rachel and Nick from LJ Hooker to tell us a little bit more about it. Nick, first of all, welcome back to our Zango videos.
Thanks, Cam. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so let's open on the front door, which has the smart lock on it, no less. Wander in and have a look around. What do we see?
Yeah, absolutely. So keyless entry into this one, which is great if you don't want to have to carry your keys around. And when you come through, I think you really get a sense of the space that the builder and the designer were going for here. So that space not only on the horizontal plane, but the vertical as well. That first living room that you walk into has those beautiful soaring vaulted ceilings and the windows to match, so you're capturing all of the northern light through that side of the house. You can see up to the mezzanine, you can see down to the dining and living area, down to the kitchen and rumpus, and of course then you're looking out over the water, which is absolutely spectacular. So you've got 4 bedrooms here, plus a rumpus room, plus the landing outside the bedroom, which is such a versatile space. And there's room really for a whole family to be under the one roof, but still have your own separate spaces to break out into, which I think is really important.
Yeah, it sure is. And of course, it's got that very cool split level element to it as well. Rachel, Nick's done a pretty good job of painting the picture, but there's some really quirky elements to this place as well, isn't there?
Yeah, so it actually has its own intercom inside the house, so you can speak to each other from upstairs, downstairs, wherever you are. It also comes with a ducted vacuum, so I mean, handy, right? So I think, yeah, it obviously Nick has already spoken about the smart locks, so yeah.
Yep, let's go upstairs as well, because the whole parents' retreat style area has the master bedroom. That's a nice part of the house as well.
Yeah, that's probably my favourite part about it. It's quite secluded from downstairs, so you really can get away from the kids if you want to. And yeah, obviously you have your own little area there, plus the spa bath in the bathroom. So yeah, it's quite special up there.
Nick, I know you've had some people through. When they wander through and have a look around, what are some of the things that you're hearing them talk about?
So everyone obviously talks about where we are right here on the lake. I mean, it's so unique. As far as I'm aware, it's the only place in the ACT region where you can find something like this. And so that's been the major draw card. But further to that, being where this house is in that development, at the end of the cul-de-sac, you've got parkland on one side of the house, and then obviously the water on your other boundary. So you've only got one neighbour here, meaning that it's quiet, it's private, it's nice and safe, and you really feel removed from, you know, the rest of the town, but you've still got that shopping centre just down the road. You're still a 15-minute trip into Canberra, so there's a real lifestyle on offer here.
So, Rachel, for you, what's your favourite part of the property?
Look, I already said the top part was definitely my favourite, but I love how spacious this house is. It's got that real homey feel to it. You don't get that often these days. Everything's quite modern.
Absolutely. I was going to say spacious inside, but certainly spacious outside. Here we can have mums and dads and grannies and grandpas up the top there for the barbecue and kids mucking around here. Water safety in mind, of course. Nick, how about for you, mate? Favourite part?
Yeah, well, I mean, you mentioned water safety just off the bat, and you know, at the time you had no requirement to fence this off, and you still don't need to. So you can see that some of the neighbours around here have chosen to keep this nice and open to get that sort of flowing effect. But it's also easily and cheaply fenced off, so you can have your smaller kids pretty safely out here if you take up that option. My favourite part of the house really, I think, is the backyard, and I love the house itself, so it's not to diminish that, because, you know, you mentioned it's an award-winning house. I mean, it was Australian House of the Year after it was built in 1997. And I think rightfully so. You know, the design and the construction is absolutely immaculate. But I think why you're buying it more over that is to be able to be out here, to enjoy the evenings out here, to host parties out here. Not only do you get a lot of outdoor space, and not only do you get that waterfront aspect, but you get some pretty amazing sunsets sort of behind the palm trees over there as well. Yeah. So it's a beautiful spot.
Wonderful, mate. All right, finally, when and how are we selling?
So we are selling by auction. It's going to be the 17th of June at 1:30 p.m.
Wonderful. All right, Rachel, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Cam.
Okay, you too, Nick.
Thanks, Cam.
All right, come and have a look at Jerra.